rather want to focus on that lane. But who do you play one-on-one against Viper then? This hero pretty much beats everyone in a one-on-one matchup. So it is kind of tricky here for Team Empire going into their third pick. I think maybe they get their carry now and wait with dealing with the other lanes. They've been quite successful with the Templar Assassin is getting pretty bad already, so I guess that's not going to be their choice. Gyro, perhaps? Good team fight with their initiation and slows. Could work.
Are you talking about for Fnatic or for Team Empire?
For Empire.
I'll be worried about it for Empire because normally Empire only do it when they have the buff up from the Wisp. And all other times they would search for something else. And with Disruptor and Lich, okay, my money's on a Void. My money is just so down on a Void right now. Void Chrono into Lich ultimate with Disruptor ulti, Wall. Brewmaster only has to do a clap at the start of it all.
Didn't really work so well for them last time though, did it?
No, it didn't. But in this game, I think they kind of need it just to shut down the Enigma as well as the Wisp. Because it means Relocate's not going to do anything. And you've already taken out the Tiny, so you're not really worried about that one. The downside of it is you could be battling up against like a Fnatic Rikimaru. Like if Ira was still on the team and it wasn't Excalibur, I would go with that one. I just don't know what to make of this Wisp and if Fnatic are even looking for a combo.
I think they want Phantom Assassin with it. Or, wow, okay. This would be an IO Death Prophet lane or IO Viper. Both are really unusual.
It looks like just an IO Viper on the safe lane top will be where I go with this one because Hani.
It is really good actually. It allows Viper to chase down targets, of course, with the extra movement speed. You overcharge, so you can do a lot more damage with Poison Attack and Nether Toxin, and that could work. And Fnatic's lineup overall is really good at putting early pressure and taking towers. Viper and Death Prophet together are great. Alternatively, they run a dual lane offlane with IO. That's the last option. So then it's an IO lane with something else. And it might actually happen here, because I'm not sure they think either of those lanes is desirable. And yeah, was he even banned or picked in any of the games?
No. He hasn't been touched.
That's like unbelievable.
He hasn't been touched at all.
That's a really good pick here. There's a couple of reasons.
I take it back. I take it back as I double check my side screen. He was banned as the 5th ban by Fnatic in game number 1.
Okay.
He was the 5th ban by Fnatic in game number 1, but apart from that, he wasn't touched at all.
I think this is one of Silent's really good heroes, and I think it's very good here. The reason being, when you want to counter Death Prophet, you want to deal very hard single target damage and just focus her down. Then she's out of the fight and the ghosts disappear. And at the same time, Fnatic don't really have any stuns. They have Malefice. Viper has slows. Lycan doesn't care about slows. Of course, the attack speed slow is annoying, but you don't really want to Viper strike the Lycan, especially not if Empire picks another hero that's threatening.
Yeah.
And he can just focus fire the Death Prophet, just tunnel vision.
See, I'm
keep her
wondering if
out
he's
of the
going
fight.
to do that, man, because right now, maybe he himself as a hero can do that, but Wisp is dead for the Wolves. Like, if Wisp has any desire to stick with a Viper
that's true
throughout the fight, those Wolves are going to be right on top of him and just, like, take away every bit of his life points. So if he pops a Ghost Scepter to save himself from the Wolves, he is screwed. You have Disruptor and Lich who are just hoping he picks up a Ghost Scepter with Thunderstrike as well as Frost Blast. Two abilities which don't really cost you that much, but are easy to zone out of Wisp.
And in addition to that, Lycan with the ultimate is fast enough to keep up with the tethered target and with IO himself, so can actually just follow through and lock that hero down if he wants to. So
how many times have we sat here and said, hey, I love Team Empire's draft, it's really, really strong in so many different ways, and then like Fnatic's like, yeah, win on lanes or don't win at all.
Yeah, it's true. I think overall in this series I've favored Empire's drafts a bit more, but it's still a 2-2 series, so Fnatic have definitely made it work with what they had, and they're gonna last pick the Void.
I'm really like, okay. I'm wondering how Fnatic really want to strongly lane this. Like, they could throw Void towards the off lane.
They will.
But the problem is Glimpse. Like, Void's a great hero to survive on the off lane because like, you got potential for backtrack and you've still got an escape mechanism. But with Glimpse and Frost Blast, you're going to be in trouble walking yourself out of there after you get pulled back in again. So the second Disruptor hits level 2 Glimpse, he's in a lot of trouble. And now we get Barista, so they're looking for some extra control.
You know, it's almost like this draft was done in the opposite order, like from right to left.
But you get Mirana, Lycan, then Disruptor.
Yeah, and then
last.
for Fnatic, if this was China, this could have easily been two first picks, Void into Death Prophet. Like, it's actually pretty funny to see how so top tier heroes get picked so late.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait until we hit like TI4 or even ESL1 when we bring China up against like America as well as Europe on land to see who prioritizes what during the drafting stage as well. Because the scenes are just so dynamic that it's really going to be like it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. We're going to have to be like decoding on the fly. I wish all the best of luck to the panel. Who have to decode the drafts in ESL1 as well as TI4 because they're going to have some hard work to do.
What generally happens in tournaments like that, though, is that teams come in with different expectations and different ideas of how to play the game, and then the tournaments develop their own metagame, kind of.
That's true.
It happened at TI3 as well, where teams came in and played a specific style, and the teams that didn't play it just either got knocked out or adapted and kind of played the same stuff. And it was very different how teams were playing, but the further you got into the tournament, the more similar the drafts were, with a few exceptions, of course, being pocket strategies or something completely extraordinary. But for example, Alliance just ran a very set style the whole way through, and that kind of became the metagame of the tournament because they kept winning. So teams had to either do it or deal with it, right? And yeah, there's a couple of other examples from previous tournaments, but that one really stands out to me. So we're going to see at that point of that event, of course. Now, we are looking at this game in question, and wow, Empire's going to go really aggressively here.
They got Glimpse first level. They're letting Excalibur walk away, so Vanscore can do this. Now, the arrow's going to fly, but it actually missed him because it gets pulled back. But first blood belongs to Team Empire. The 5-man gank, they sentry ward up one of the camps, so Enigma's going to have trouble there too. And actually do both of them. They cut the tree, so this camp won't spawn, and this camp won't spawn. And Enigma's got two sentries.
Cut that tree so he can put the ward there. This is generally the best spot to block off that camp with. So good start here for Team Empire, and looking forward to see how Fnatic are going to lane this. I was actually expecting Io to go with the Void in the bottom lane, and that is what's going to happen here. Enigma will probably go into his own jungle, just help out a little bit with the first deny here. Actually, let's go over the players really quick here. For Fnatic, it's going to be Fly playing as the Enigma. No surprise, No Tail will be playing on Io. Hani will be playing the offlane Void. I thought that was going to be Trixie, but nope. Trixie will in fact be playing Viper in the top lane, and then Excalibur will be playing as Death Prophet in the mid. So
we're now going to add like 2 different new heroes that within the last month. Tonight, alone. Lone Druid as well as Death Prophet. The guy's adding some dynamicness to him. There's 3 camps. Oh, okay, Flies. I want to see where he throws a sentry. That misses both. That misses both wards. He can only now de-ward 1 out of the 3 camps. That's really problematic for Fly. He's probably even considering going into the Radiant jungle now.
Yeah, he's not going to have a good time in there either, I think.
Yeah, well,
pretty sure
you see it from Empire, like, they've already got an Observer Ward that's looking for his movement down, and he can't smoke and go in there under cover. That's not going to work for him.
If he does make the rotation, they might just move down the Lich and make sure to bully him out of the jungle, because that's like the most important thing right now. If you can deny an Enigma the early snowball, he suffers so much. I love what Fly's doing though. He stacked the camp.
Hani,
oh yeah.
The Vanscore's already got like a lot of damage coming his way. But of course, No-Tail came in. They're going to glimpse him down into the arrow, and Hani, he's not backtracking actually. It was just his poor man shield. Brewmaster's killed the Viper in the meantime, but they turn to Hani, and he needs to actually get a little bit more. There's the damage. It's not enough. No-Tail keeps him up and running back out. So what they got was Brewmaster onto the Viper with Lich support. So Trixie goes down on the safe lane. So 2-0 for Team Empire here in Game 5.
Yeah, I love that play from them in the bottom lane to actually try to kill Honey there. The glimpse into Arrow is so beautiful to watch. It's also one of the harder combos in the game to land, but the fact that Empire have the confidence to go for that in this kind of lane just shows, yeah, it really shows their confidence. They believe they can get away with this kind of stuff, and it almost worked. If they would have killed Hani there, that would have been huge. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, looks like it's pretty dead even between Resolution and Excalibur, who is, however, going to get a DD rune, so he'll probably take a little bit of control here. He's doing 100 damage to Resolution per hit. Ow.
And Resolution's sitting there. He actually went for a very uncharacteristic build. Not a lot of Lycans. Like, I've even seen a lot of Lycans from the Chinese scene. They won't even level up HAL. but he prioritized it. He put second point up into Hal to give that bonus damage. So they must really be looking for like Silent to crack in on this bottom lane, or for the top lane to really hit hard too.
Yeah, we didn't see the kill in the top lane, at least I didn't, but maybe Hal was a deciding factor on bringing down him. It's a lot of damage.
Considering the double slow, like you start off with like it's a level 2 Frost Blast, so you get 100 damage from that one. Then you got the clap damage, which is 175. And then you're all dealing bonus damage, potential Drunken Brawler as well. But while you double slowed up, you got even more time to hit into Trixie. So you don't even really massively care about Corrosive Skin, which is also something Trixie has put into second point now. So he's gone 1-1-2 as far as his build.
Yeah. And how's Fly doing? Fly's actually recovered pretty nicely after having a lot of his jungle blocked. He's level 3 at 3.5 minutes, or 3.5 at 3.5 minutes, and he stacked 1 if not 2 camps while farming them, which is a really good play because he was obviously limited to doing that. And because of that, he's not denied that much. Wow, that was shared 3 ways, that camp. He got like nothing.
That was a Fly came up the river and Trixie on the side. Honey, I don't know if he's searching for a kill on this bottom lane. I don't even know if they can even get a kill on this bottom. Like, with Wisp as well as the Void, if a DD rune is there, then maybe. There's an Invis rune for No-Tail. Leap in, and you're going to get glimpsed back out again. No-Tail tethers in, he can get glimpsed back out again, which would sever the tether and strand Hani without a buffer.
It's still, really, you shouldn't underestimate how hard it is to kill a Void just with 1 point in backtrack and a poor man's shield. He's got 6 armor, and then if Io helps him out, it's almost impossible. So, it's going to be interesting. Of course, love seeing the level 2 point in overcharge coming out from No-Tail. Now he's level 3 though, he's going to get the spirits, but he knows he just needs to keep Hani alive. And if he overcharges himself and uses the bottle, Hani can't die to this dual lane. They can't kill him, and they know. So, they had the chance where they almost got him. From here on out, I don't think we're going to see them killing him. If they kill anyone, it's the Io.
I would then ask you the question, who's really favoring from this? Like, Empire's already got 2 early kills. Excalibur's pressure on the middle lane is going to be great compared to like what Resolution is going to deal to him. Like, he throws an ulti at Excalibur, Resolution just man fights him and brings him down. So you've got Lycan, who's already hit level 6 5 minutes into the game with Death Prophet. You got Lich, who's level 5.5. You got Mag, who's got 1,250 gold. So the Blink Dagger's coming in a decent timing for Empire. And you got Silent, who continuously is farming up the bottom lane. Not the greatest CS, but he's staying on par with Hani, while the Brewmaster is the one who's getting most of the CS. So in my mind, the question is, does Fnatic think that their team fight combo is going to be their biggest strength? Is that going to come online in time? Or are the Team Empire heroes going to cause a lot more havoc?
I think just the development in the game right now is that pretty much with every passing minute, Empire builds more and more of a lead, and that's really good when you're playing against an Enigma. We saw in the previous games that Empire were actually behind a lot on kills and even on towers, and they could still keep up in Golden Experience because of mainly an Enigma in the jungle. And this time around, they don't have it. They have a Lich, though, so of course that's going to move the graphs a little bit in their favor, but just overall, I think the most important hero for Empire right now is actually the Lycan, and he's getting what he needs. He's got 30 CS in the mid lane against 34 in Death Prophet, which is fine, considering he didn't get the rune. He's looking okay. It's an even lane. Lycan, if he does not get Chronoed or Black Hold, is going to be an absolute mess in this game for Fnatic to deal with.
Yeah. Brewmaster's got split up, so Fnatic can't kill top lane without Chronosphere. They're coming bottom lane. Yep, the Starfall. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Vanscore through the right click in, but Honey will survive. There's extra bottle charge coming out from Wisp, but he's so low, and he's dead. The glimpse would actually kill him off, and the attacks just turn around. I'm not quite sure if they learned how to like make it like a Patriot arrow that just turns, but either way, the kill goes the way of the Disruptor. Please tell me people also understand that reference. Mel Brooks fan, I shout out to you.
Are you sure it wasn't another actor?
What? No, Mel Brooks is the producer.
Well, close enough.
Oh, Sid. Oh,
look,
Sid.
I said earlier in this cast that I don't really know much about film, so I'm not even embarrassed.
if it's something like, oh, what's that show you watch all the time?
Community?
Community. Like, if it's something about Community, like, I'm sure you would instantly flag it straight away.
That's legit.
To be honest, I only ever watched like 3 seasons of Community, and it's like, that was it.
Those were 3 good seasons, though.
Yeah, they were.
You gotta admit.
I won't deny.
3-0 for Empire. They're ahead by about 1,500 gold and 1,000 experience, so pretty much negligible at this point. It's not really that big of a deal. But I'm interested to see what happens when Disruptor gets level 6. Brew he gets his Blink Dagger now, actually, 8 minutes in.
And they have a crack at Hani here. Hani doesn't have level 6 just yet. He's so close to having Chrono. He's locked in a corner. Actually, the Thunderstrike is hurting No Tail as well. Lycan's killed Death Prop in the meantime. And what the hell have they done? The Chrono will go and catch his 2 heroes. This solo, Whisper's dying to the creep wave right now. Vanscore glimpses him further away. Silent, he's in the corner, backtracking creep wave damage. Arrow in 2 seconds time. Hani, leap in 2 seconds time now. It's too late. One attack, backtrack. He backtracked one. Silent, have a guesstimation. Not wrong, yes, but he got the vision from the arrow. He'll get the kill. Viper died up here on the top lane next to the side pool camp. But that was one of the weirdest engagements ever where they just had to stand there waiting for it. And Wisp dies the bloody creep wave.
Oh my goodness, that was actually a really fun engage to watch right there. Hani reaching level 6 in the middle of the fight. Pretty much when No Tail's about to die, and then when they're kiting around the creep wave next to a Chronosphere.
You can see where he was too. Like, he stood there for 30 seconds before the creep wave began, just in this little spot, waiting for one creep to die in range, and he couldn't get it.
Now because of this, Silent is level 8.
Silent's gonna die in bottom lane. Oh no, he doesn't. The Inviscerant's gonna wear off. I thought for a moment he'd just walk in and would Black Hole and Void would jump in and go.
Oh, mid lane, they can glimpse him.
Yep, there's your glimpse, you're right. And Resolution, Howl bonus damage, Excalibur. Thunderstrike's wearing off, he's got enough one charges and bottle charges, he'll survive this. Look how little damages Crypt Swarm does to those wolves. Especially when they got Vladimir's offering backing him up.
It's just 80%. I think they've got 80% magic resistance and regenerate 15 health per second. So you're not going to kill them with that.
it's like 300 damage normally, so like any other minions would just like evaporate. Like Eidolons from Fly would just evaporate, but wolves, those things are so beefy. Just up against magical though.
A big part of Lycan.
Up against physical, you just hate it.
Oh boy, mid lane.
They can't get close enough to him.
Oh, no range for the glimpse there.
There's not a single point up in Drunken Haze either from Matt.
Yeah, they might have killed him with Haze there actually. Then I think Vanscore would have reached the glimpse, but... Oh, Fly.
They're rotating now.
Oh, not that way, Fly.
No Tail's going to deny the rune.
Fly.
He sends conversions one way and Mag the other, and Clap. One crit already with the Drunken Brawler. The Thunderstrike's going to kill him off no matter what happens, but Brewmaster gets one last Drunken Brawler hit in. 1 in favor of Empire. Hilariously though, considering the kill advantage, we're still only looking at, okay, maybe the experience shows a little bit more. 4,500 advantage. Actually now with the update, 5.2. And the gold has hit 3,000 for Team Empire. Fnatic need to start doing their combos, like, really, really soon. Or else this game is going to spiral completely out of control. And it's already like a little bit downhill.
I don't know if they can do their combos with this deficit. Empire just has everything it takes to counter-initiate. If Fnatic try to brute force down a tower, Brewmaster's just going to blink, clap, split, and then there's going to be a Disruptor. Disruptor's level 7.
Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. He turns to the Lich Ultimate, the Disruptor, all he screwed him up
gonna
too.
get Viper as well.
And they're coming up. Yep, the arrow's off cooldown, so Trixie with a level 4 Starfall, as well as the arrow. He doesn't have mana for it. They glimpse him down. No Tail can't pull him out of here. He's not level 6. They go down while in middle lane the Brewmaster split's gone, and they're attacking onto the Enigma. And where's the Earth Brewling stun? 2 seconds on it. He's trying to keep a couple of these Brewlings still alive, and he's going to go back into his normal Brewmaster and flies in the safety of his own tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
For 2.
Lycan did die in the middle lane though. Like that's
was
where that 2 came
crucial
from.
gank. But they used so much for that. They used Black Hole and Exorcism, and they got nothing else out of it. They're not putting pressure on towers. Empire is still finding kills at the same time. Interestingly enough, 12 minutes in with these lineups, no tower has been claimed. It's a team with Lycan and a team with Enigma, but both teams are defending very well so far. And I just gotta say, so far it's still favoring Empire by a lot. Actually, what's happening, not only by just the fact that they're ahead, but just also their lineup just seems to, as far as the mid game goes, there's so incredibly much pressure. When you look at Fnatic's lineup, there's so much pressure on Fly and Hani to land big ultimates. If they don't, they won't win a team fight against these heroes. There's just no way. And it's just even worse because they have to get Lycan in at least one of them, else he kills them off.
Crazy thing is though, if they do get it, okay, No Tail, like they let him walk it out. And now he tethers himself out.
Ooh,
Lucky
wow.
that she takes him through, and the arrow was a little bit off target there by
Yeah, a
Silent.
little mistimed there.
While up on top lane, Fly's coming in. Maleficus, they got Lich.
This time they do.
That's a nice freebie kill, but what are you bought a TP scroll before death.
But still,
But
everything right
Pit.
now for Fnatic counts.
Pit.
It really matters. That's a mech for Enigma, and maybe a bit of pressure on the top tier 1.
Dire's middle tower.
Look at the
is
way
under
Empire are
attack.
doing this. They're keeping attention towards the tier 1 tower, making sure Excalibur doesn't take his eyes off it. At the same time, the man who's been harassing that tier 1 tower down
Radiant's top
is taking a
tower is
Roshan.
under attack.
This is a really good play from Empire. Perfect distraction. This would be so obvious if they weren't pushing mid, but Fnatic has no idea this is happening. He just snuck it on Radiant at 13 minutes. That's very rare. And it just goes to show, again, the confidence of Empire and the position they're in. This is a long and exhausting series for them. They're playing this like it's game 1.
Arrows are
Arrow.
coming into middle lane, and they just blink, clap, Excalibur. Lycan throws the ulti out. No tell, he's still got no relocate, so he cannot save him. Just get some extra movement speed. But that damage from the Lycan, he keeps going in. The Brewmaster sends the Wisp up, but he pulls him straight back down again. And Wisp, one attack from the Mirana will get it over the tree line. Thinking about coming back into middle lane. Brewmaster's still got a couple of his, yeah, okay, there's Void. Jumping in, Lich, Frost Blast, Lich ulti as well. With the Disruptor Orb, is going to bounce down into Trixie. It doesn't have a catapult to play with, and now the ulti will go, but the Lich ulti was still there for a moment. And who's he going to go on? He actually moves up to Silent, lead, can't get it off. But they've lost 3 for this and used almost every single ultimate they got. The Wolves are on the back of Hani, but he's also going to time walk away. So it's 3 for the price of a Mirana, if not more.
It was 4 for 1.
Oh, because they killed off the Wisp at the start too, didn't they?
Yeah.
There's a TP
4 for
coming in.
1.
Top tower
It's
is under
Excalibur.
attack. Dire's middle tower.
Get a
has
glimpse.
fallen.
Hani, he was looking for the time walk timing, and now he jumped himself out. It's a good silence by Excalibur, meaning that Empire will not be following this up. But they got a tower anyway. I don't think they really care. They just move on to another one like Resolution, straight to bottom lane. He's
Yeah,
gonna
nice
get such
by
fast
Hani.
necrobooks too, isn't he? Oh man.
Yeah, that's going to be quick. Nice play by Hani there, not to panic, though, in that situation. He knows he's going to get glimpsed, but he just holds on to his time walk instead of trying to outrange the glimpse so he doesn't get glimpsed in the first place. He knows, okay, they're going to pull me in, but he's been counting the cooldowns and knows there's nothing to stop him from time walking out afterwards, so he does get out, but they're still going to lose 2 towers. Empire's ahead by 10 kills. This game is completely falling apart, and the problem is when you're looking at Fnatic's lineup, it's hard to find a comeback route apart from an amazing Chrono and Black Hole in the same fight. It's not enough if they get, okay, maybe an amazing Black Hole can do it, but Empire needs to make a really fatal misstep to lose this game actually already 15 minutes in, because positional heroes. Brewmaster can blink in, Mirana can flank, Lycan is very mobile, and they've got 2 cancelers for the Black Hole. They've got, actually more. They've got Glimpse, they've got Static Storm, Arrow, Brewmaster Stun, Brewmaster Tornado, Chain Frost, even when Fly gets a BKB, which is very far off. Landing that Black Hole is going to be a really tall order.
Empire
Radiant's
smoking up.
bottom tower
Trixie with the
is under
nighttime
attack.
vision. It'll allow Empire to come high, up towards the high ground without really being spotted up. And Trixie, like, he throws the Viper Strike out, and there's a lot of TPs coming up here. Hani, he's considering this. Chrono, 1 second, leaps down Chrono. 3 heroes to catch him with the Crop ulti in range. There's a lot of damage, and they're going to hit him. Midnight Pulse as well, starting the Meg Charge, just keeping them alive, and in comes Lycan. They haven't lost anybody here. Empire for the Wisp, the Viper, moving to Excalibur. Then Wolf is having a munching spree. Goes to Fly, sends him up. Hani just bails out. They're playing Left 4 Dead now. Fly is lost in the corner, and Hani will TP to the bottom lane. That tier 1 tower is forfeit, the 4 heroes are forfeit, and everything Fnatic have is
Dire's
forfeit.
top tower
Yeah,
is
you
under
saw it right there. That was a really good Chrono, but it's not enough.
Yep.
They need the follow-up. I think even if Trixie was alive there, I think they would have still lost that fight. They might have got a kill or 2, but the end result would have been 3 or 4 heroes dead for Fnatic, and the tower would have been lost as well. They're just... This is just Empire completely rolling over them, and it seems every time Man gets that Brewmaster, he just guides the team to these team fights and takes control. He's been doing such a great job in all the games. Vanskur's Disruptor's been amazing too. And speaking of those 2 players, they've been involved in 12 kills both. So really taking a lot of responsibility for winning this game right now. And it's 2 towers again.
Dire's top
Yep.
tower is
Man.
fallen.
Glimpse.
The arrows are flying out just in case Excalibur's going to turn into it, but Trixie is dropped. This is getting so rough. Bottom lane silence down here. He doesn't have an arrow available. And Hani, Notel is hoping he doesn't have to relocate them out to safety. That's why he's sitting here hoping.
He will have to. There's the arrow.
Yeah, they're not
They're gonna
hit
glimpse
anything.
him.
He actually
Gonna
lets
glimpse
the
no
time
tail.
walk. They need vision.
Oh, they can't reach. Not gonna reach, but it's close. Okay, it's not really that close.
It was.
He was probably another 1,000 range behind, actually.
It was
Glimpse isn't global.
moderately on side.
Damn, if Glimpse was global.
Glimpse was global, be broken.
That could be an ultimate.
You make an
really good
Agnes
ultimate.
upgrade, it buffs up Static Storm as well as Glimpse.
Well, what if Glimpse was Disruptor's ultimate and it was global? And then Static Storm was his second spell, but it was way weaker? I think better or worse hero?
I'd say worse, because Disruptor would never be picked, because you couldn't Aghanim's upgrade to stop BKBs. And
It's still, you don't pick Disruptor for that, do you?
in the later portion of the game, you would.
Sure,
but,
yes, but you're never drafting Disruptor with the idea that, damn, we're just gonna get an axe this game.
But how many teams would draft a Disruptor as a support hero when you say, if we don't win by 20 minutes, we're screwed? Like,
Oh, and he hits level 6, he can glimpse anywhere. That's really sick when you think about it. Well, anyway, that's not gonna happen. That will never be
top lane
introduced in the
TP,
game.
Brewmaster, they're glimpsing already Excalibur back down again. And, well, Brewmaster, how quick was he on that? The Lich Ultimate will instantly cancel the TP as well. Death Prophet. This will also mean not deny up the tier 1 tower in the top lane, while the tier 2 tower in the bottom lane is being brought down by Resolution, who I should also point out, 19 minutes in, has level 3 Necro Box, plus an extra 1,000 gold. Sends his Wolves up to attack on Harney, who Chronos, Resolution's only just on the edge of that one. They focus silent, not even hitting him properly. Now the Black Hole from Fly, they did all of that from Mirana, and Resolution sat on the edge. He's looking for the kill on Notel, triggers the ultimate. His Necro units and Wolves are killing off Notel in the corner, can't relocate out, and look at
Oh,
Resolution.
he's even getting out.
Yeah, the Wolf
Oh
speed
my
is just
God, what a player.
so ridiculous.
What a player. And that's Chrono and Black Hole on cooldown, so right now, Empire can basically decide what they want to claim. If they want to try to get the tier 2 mid, if they even want to try to go high ground. I think they're going to be too slow at that, though. And alternatively, they could have got Roshan, but he's on cooldown, so... Well, they're going to get the tier 2 mid, I imagine, really soon, because there's no reason for them not to go and just secure that while all these ultimates are down. And, well, what do you do if you're Fnatic?
You pray.
Empire, I think this has been their most dominating performance, and we've had some one-sided games in this series, but all the way from the draft to the laning stage, and especially how well they played the bottom lane with Disruptor, Mirana. Oh my God, he's gonna get it, he will.
Look at Always on a Fly. He force-starves himself in so he can get in range for the Frost Blast. And Always on a Fly, yes, he owns a Force-Staff and Meg 20 minutes in as a support.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Take a look at the net worth. You will see a story.
I've been avoiding it a little bit, but I've also been showing it a lot.
The position 5 hero on Empire has more than the position 2, 3, 4, and 5 on Fnatic.
Yep.
It's scary. Here we go, mid lane. I think they're going to try to claim the tower now. Brewmaster isn't there, though, so it's a little bit risky. By the way, he has an Axe, too. Oh, there's a 20-minute Axe Disruptor. Yeah, why not? It's going to grab that. Yeah, I'm sorry, Toby, but to use the famous words for Fnatic right here, they fucking lost, man.
I thought that's Cloud9's words. That's Sigsay all the freaking time, man.
It really is, but there's just some games, and it's unfortunate that it's game 5.
It's not Trixie. Look, the sprint's already coming in, and Notel, he can't save him. Even if he starts to relocate, he'll never finish in time. And Resolution, they just go high ground. The Midnight Pulse level 3 is actually a bit of a problem for the Lycan, forcing him back. But look at the Brewmaster. He's clumping and taking away life points. He's back in with his normal self in a moment. The arrows come in, connect on Excalibur, but Harney gets a good oldie, but he didn't catch Mag inside of it. And he's not killing off anybody. He's trying to kill Resolution, but they just turn. The Meg charge goes, GG. This game is over, man. They will take mid-racks, and there is the call. 26-5 will be the end result. The Russians will take home roughly 34,000 USD, with Fnatic grabbing 17,000. Fnatic should still be very, very happy they got themselves up to this point. They battled up against teams like Na'Vi, Empire, Na'Vi. They battled up against Alliance. They battled up against Power Rangers, who are always a massive problem, as well as Roxkiss. And they got themselves here at the grand final and took second.
Yeah, Fnatic, you know, I was making the joke with second place, which is something they've been kind of renowned for, getting